And now for our final level 1 question. This question is a little bit more open to you guys. One of the things is it's considered a detail question. Now, what that means is that you get to kind of play with this question a little bit, but it still needs to be a level 1 question. Remember, a level 1 question is a question that I can put my finger on. There's the answer. There's no opinion to it. It's right there in the lines. Okay, so these questions are that are able to be answered with research can be another who or what, when, where question. The only type of question you cannot have right now is a why question. The reason that there is no why is that becomes more of a possible opinion question. And so that way we just kind of keep them separate. This is where we can go. Now, I can give you guys some examples. I'm going to use my World War II example. How did World War II start? Who was involved in World War II? When did the United States join World War II? Things like that I can answer those questions, okay? Again, you must always keep your topics in there, but remember your capital letter and your question marks, okay? So let's go over to our research organizer, and I've just labeled this one details. You might even hear it called other question. However we word it, it's fine, other question. But I'm going to go here and see if it'll let me. There we go. And let's see, I think I am going to write who was involved in I spell that wrong every time, World War II. Okay. Now, again, if it's a person you're doing, you could talk about what was their childhood like, who were their parents. Like, you could go into some details on this, but remember, wherever you guide, this is kind of where you want to stick. Topics like World War II are huge topics, but by the questions I ask, I'm starting to narrow it down. Okay. So once I write my question, I'm going to give you a second. I'm going to remind you to capitalize, question mark, and also make sure and put your topic in there and capitalize it if necessary. You can pause the video right now. The next step will be to put your Google slide into your Google site. So now we're going to move over and we're going to go to our Google site and we're going to add our topic, and we're going to do the exact same steps we did before. We're going to go over to pages. We're going to hover on our level 1 questions. I'm going to click the hamburger button. I'm going to add a subpage, and I'm going to put detail question. Okay, and then I'm going to hit done, and then my detail question page is going to pop up. I'm going to go to insert, slides, because it was the last one I did under recent. I'm going to go here, and then I'm going to hit insert. Again, I always like kind of making them uniform and making them bigger. I love the lines that pop up here that help guide me to make sure it's even on both sides. I can even make it longer if I want to, a little bit bigger. Okay, now what do I have to do again? What do I need to make sure and do to finish? That's right, I need to hit the publish button. I'm going to hit the publish button, click it one more time, and I'm officially done. Now your next step is going to be turning this into your teacher. The next video shows you how to turn in the link to your level 1 questions.